Hello everyone, my name is Master Steve, and welcome back to some more Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds. In this episode we'll be doing the second mission of the Boss Nass campaign, the Gungan who would be boss. So let's go ahead and hop right in here and see what we got to do. If I remember correctly, this one is relatively short, so there should be a pretty, quick, fun, more of a story-driven one. So let's see what we got.
Rogo had been secretly plotting to making the Gungan cities fight in each other. With all their big towns at war, Rogo was free to enslave in the smaller Gungan tribes. Gallo knew that the only way to defeat Rogo was to unite in all the Gungan cities. But this would not be easy.
Alright, so let's see our objectives here. So it says, the appearance of Rogo has pushed the Gungan tribes further into conflict. Rogo's mischief has made land and resources scarce, and the bosses fight over what little is left. Gallo must ride to each of their villages and convince the bosses to join his crusade to vanquish the dreaded Rogo. So, seems pretty straightforward. This one should be another one of those just riding village to village, so let's see what we got going on.
Soon, we must convince the bosses to stop fighting each other.
'Tis a difficult task Yusa set for us and Gallo. Long have the cities been at war, much bitterness between them, sir. But Misa will do what Misa can.
Alright, so we just gotta get them to stop fighting each other. It should be pretty easy. I honestly really like the voice acting in this game. I feel like it's very well done. All the storylines for all the campaigns are just very, very well put together. And it's just so much fun. This game really does hold up super well, even though it's 23 years old. That's just crazy to think about to me. I mean, I grew up playing this game like every day after school in elementary school. So let's go over here. Alright, we got first tribe.
Yusa asked you to help in defeating our common enemy, Rogo. Otto Langua stole our sacred staff. If they return it, then we might talk peace.
Their staff was stolen. Let's go over and see if we can find where Otto Langua is. Hopefully they're not far away. Might run into some enemies, I have no idea. And nope. Alright, here's Otto Langua. Let's see what they got. And what are they going to tell me?
Otto Jehai isn't crazy. We do not have their artifact. Until they realize that, there will be fighting between us and... We have problems of our own. The wars haven't depleted our treasury. But if we stop fighting now, there will be no way to get back our wealth.
Gallo, Misa heard rumors of a stronghold in the forest. 'Tis run by Rogo's militia gungs to hide the crystals stolen from the Gungan tribes. We might find enough Nova crystals there for Otto Langua.
Alright, so we just gotta find some sort of stockpile in the woods. And really quick, I'm gonna go scout with Gallo and Marcin only for right now. Because I have super limited troops, I know that my heroes can take the damage. And I want to see what they have set out in front of us before I go randomly losing
For
troops.
the Gungan
Three
Grand Army!
troopers right here, that's not gonna take me but a second.
For the Gungan Grand Army!
So much damage.
The fight
This
is
will be a
coming!
nice exchange for us.
It's in
We'll
war!
get that cleaned up. Super easy. And got a few
For
more
the
troops over
Gungan
here.
Grand Army! For the Gungan Grand Army! War! The fighting is
And
coming!
kill this scout. There we go. Alright, so Gallo lost quite a bit of health on Gallo there, but that's okay. There's healing hero and he can heal himself up, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and click that so it stops blinking. And I don't need to read that. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a staff for Otto Jehai. And I'm looking for a spaceport, or I would assume a spaceport for Otto Langua. So let's move all these guys up here. I mean,
Yusa orders?
Gallo is slowly getting his health back. I don't think... We'll be careful with whoever else we run into, but I know moving up to that point is safe currently. Alright, we got ourselves a sentry post out here. And there's a spaceport. Alright, and let's see if it's guarded or not. Yep, it is. Got a few troopers up here, so let's deal with that.
Misa, gonna make a big mess.
Almost lost Marsoon there, that's not good. Got a little too aggressive. Yeah, we're gonna need to back up and heal them. Yeah, let's heal up for a second. That almost went horribly wrong. I didn't realize how much damage those troopers can do to us.
Let's go!
Back up, back up. Well, nah, we just gotta take it.
For the Gungan Grand Army!
As we all work as a team here, we shouldn't even lose a troop. And I mean, we almost lost that one trooper in the back, but overall we are okay. All of our heroes are still alive, so this is a win. So now that this is free, we can go ahead and come up here and destroy this. And super nice, we didn't lose any troops. I really didn't want to lose my mounted troopers, but I figure in like missions like this, typically you have to like, you know, destroy the occasional building. And I want to make sure that I have as many mounted troops as possible. Otherwise it takes forever and it just makes it drag out and just take way too long. So always want to make sure I keep my mounted troopers alive. And ones like this, definitely it's best to use your heroes. And we do have a medic, and as long as that medic stays alive, it should be good. So, this will go down here in just a minute. And we can take Gallo out by himself for a second, because I want to go do some more scouting and see if I can figure out where that staff for Oto Jahai is. I don't want to focus on my troops right there and waste time. I want to make sure I'm being as efficient as I possibly can. Now let's go look up here a little bit. I know in missions like this, typically like, you know, the final boss is like a base to the north or something, so we might run into the militia guns, but nope, this is the staff
Here is the staff of Oto Jahai. Oto Langwa did no have it after all. Fighting is commenced.
Boss Gallo down to Oto Jahai. Then let's send Marsoon and the rest of my troops down here to Oto Langwa to return their Nova Crystals, then we'll figure out what we got and go from there. So, good start so far. We haven't lost any troops. And we're going to get, hopefully we'll get some more troops out of these little tribes down here. I don't know if they'll actually give us anything or not, but hopefully they do. And let's see.
Yusa have returned our staff.
Wisa
will do as Yusa asked, Gallo.
So I'm going to bring them back up here to the crossroads. And then let's see what Marsoon will get us out of Oto Langwa. Should be pulling up here any second. There it is. And what are you going to give me?
Without some treasury restock, there is no need to fight our neighbors.
Super helpful.
Wisa will join Yusa Gallo.
And are just one of the best units in the game. So awesome to see that. And now let's move them up here and regroup. And then we will continue on. So we've got 2 of the 4 tribes done, looking super good. I am kind of worried about the Rogo militia guns because their score lead is massive. I mean, 1,300 points over me. I really don't know what else they have in store. I mean, they obviously have to have a lot more troops than I do. So that's a little concerning, but I guess we'll figure that out when we come to it. So the only logical path is going to be over here to the left. Unless they have something, I mean, now this is all a dead end to the right over here, so I don't think there's anything near Oto Langwa or Jahai. I believe this is the most logical path forward. And kind of glad we got some heavy troopers, because those do some pretty good damage. Not exactly, well, I do see that the blue is the Bursa clan. And Bursas in this game do, I mean, they just shred troops, so I want to make sure I'm able to have as many troops as possible before we have to go after them, whenever that's going to happen. And we got some sort of river crossing over here, so that typically means there's something on the other side regarding civilization. And sure enough, here's Oto Urs. And let's see what they want.
Boss Gallo, Misa have heard of Yusa suffering and Misa sympathize. Yusa think Yusa town was the only one to face those beasts? Wisa must reserve our soldiers to fight in the Bursa raids. Perhaps if Yusa helped us pound on those Bursas,
okay, so they're getting raided by
Yusa could
Bursas.
help you against
The correct path is down here to the south because the trees change color, and it just kind of looks like the, I don't know, I think this would look like a Bursa layer down here almost. So let's see what we can find. I'm a little hesitant to send in mounted troopers, really. I gotta be super careful here because I don't want to lose that medic either. And ideally, I'd like Rogo. Well, sorry, I want Gallo and Marsoon to tank most of the damage if possible. So alright. I just don't want to lose troops here.
For the Gungan Grand Army! The fighting is commenced! We the combatant! For the Gungan Grand Army! We the combatant! We the combatant!
I really thought I was doing better than I actually am with that. So we lost 1 or 2 troops. We still have all of our mounted troopers. We still have all 4 of our strike units. So really, we only lost. I believe we lost a heavy troop. We lost 2 heavy troopers and 2 troopers. No, we 1 troop. So not too bad of an exchange. I don't like that our medic is now weak. I don't know how much we're going to need to use throughout the rest of this campaign. So that's not good. Let's go ahead and get rid of all the cuts, and then we should be able to go up to Oto third and figure out what moves we do. Let's hopefully it's something good. That's all good there. Let's go ahead and use down real quick. Isn't it fucking funny that all the Gungan boss units just slap a giant staff like that and with a weird attack? Something like that's about. Alright, so that should go down. Adversaries are defeated. And now let's go look and see what Oto Urs will give us. And, I mean, judging by the heavy weapons factory, it's probably some sort of heavy weapons unit. I would hope pummels or something if we're going to have to go after an enemy base. But whatever they give us, we'll have to be satisfied with. And I mean, now that I look at this a little more, it looks like we really only lost like 2 troops or something. We did pretty good with our micromanaging. I do like that we still have all of our strike mechs left. That's really good. And we're going to...
Me see many bursts of health on use of warriors' backs. 'Tis good news indeed.
Fine, I guess. I'm not really a
with you,
fan of the artillery in this game. I mean, Age of Empires, the Mangonel is a super effective, like, you know, shall we say, mass unit clear. In this game, the artillery unit is just... It's very, very, very situational. You have to have a pretty direct hit. The splash damage is not really that effective, and I mean, it's just not my favorite unit. It's not something I would be using on a regular basis. So, I mean, like I said, happy to have these. If we have to siege something, great. But, you know, definitely could have had some better options. Alright, so here is Oto Rabin. And let's see what they want us to do. I assume it's going to be something with the Rogo militia guns, because we have not had we haven't had to go after them at all this campaign, really, except for those few in the forest we found. So I take it this will be kind of our last big boss fight
our
here.
boss was taken prisoner by one of the Bombad evil tribes.
Rogo has a prison camp to the north of Hare. Maybe this is where the boss of Oto Rabin was taken.
Until he is returned safe and sound, it will be war for us.
Alright, so we've got a prison camp in the north, so that's going to be right up here. And then this is where it's going to get tricky. Like, so judging off that score lead, I mean, he definitely has a lot of units. And, I mean, like I said, we've only lost like 2 heavy troopers and 1 regular trooper, I think. So we still have a pretty decent sized force. We still got our medic and stuff. So I like that. And I don't like that I just took some free damage off of that. And so let's see what we can do with our artillery units. Alright, so that works. Let's see if we can down some of these strike units really quick. So let's re-rally all those troops here. Glad we got them. And literally we have an entire fight going on right across the wall. Nice. Love that. Let Marsoon get out of there, please. Don't lose Marsoon. Okay, we almost lost our hero right there. That's not good. Oh Oh my gosh, that was way too close. Oh my gosh, my team got down to less than 50. That is horrible. Okay, glad we actually caught that. And we got one turret up here we need to deal with that ASAP. And we still held on to a decent amount of troops behind the wall, which is pretty good. So it's going to be pretty nice to clear all this out with. I'm going to use these amount of troopers to deal with the turrets on the inside. Just because I know that when we free this boss up in here, I just want him to have a clean getaway back down to Otho Raven. And I would be horrible to lose the boss to a turret at the last second. And the medic is still healing up. That was a really close call. Yeah, you don't want your units operating underneath artillery fire. That's really not end well. I mean, I'm so glad I caught that. I would have blocked it if I hadn't good much sooner to start this one. So now that gate is going down right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to move these mana troopers back over here to kill that turret. And these mounted troopers ready to go yet? They're pretty much as close to full as we're going to get for right now, so I'll send it. Let's move the artillery units inside, and then let's figure out where this boss is. Looks like, I mean, they're still tech level 1, so it shouldn't really be too difficult to raise this. And those mounted troopers will deal with that turret pretty quickly. And yeah, I don't think they'll have like a fortress or anything in here, so it should be good to kind of roam free.
Thank you, Sagalo. Misa was in this prison a long time. Return Misa to my city. Misa will swear allegiance to Misa.
We have found Boss Hoxie, which is excellent. That is who we've been needing to free. And we've got a decent amount of hit points, so I guess the turret's going to stay up. But honestly, it's probably best I took the So let's move the rest of our forces to attack that gate really quick. And yeah, these guys are just going to attack the wall because they can't shoot over it. It's going to take them forever to actually get over to the gate. So I'll just use my mounted troopers instead. They're more effective than the others. And I feel like they're more efficient. You guys do your thing, attack the wall, whatever you do, I really don't care. And yeah, they'll have this burned down in 2 seconds. I don't get it. I specifically put these guys to attack that gate and start attacking the house instead.
Ready for war!
So now let's get the boss back down to Otho Raven. And that should be the end of this campaign, I think, unless there's something else we gotta do. I mean, the right side of the map is still pretty much unexplored, and the Rogo militia guns still have a pretty decent score. So like I said, unless there's something else we gotta do, that should be the end of this one, I think. And we do have a pretty decent sized army now in case we need it, but I really think that now that this will satisfy Otho Raven, I really don't think there's anything else we'll need to do. Yeah, I think this is the end of this campaign. So if we could actually walk a little faster and, you know, get down here to trigger the ending cutscene, that would be great. And any second now. Give me credit for it.
The boss has returned! We are at your service, Gallo.
Yusa did it, Gallo! Yusa have united the tribes!
And is that the end? Alright, yes, it's the end. Alright, let's see what the ending cutscene is here.
Boss Gallo sleeping well that night because he's bringing all the Gungan tribes together.
Alright, well that one was pretty good. Really enjoyed that. So next one will be Raid on Spearhead, but that will be a separate video. So if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you like, subscribe for more, because we'll be continuing on and finishing up all the campaigns. So that's all I got for you in this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.